Everyone, thank you so much for joining me for this quick strength building flow. I created this sequence to really work your entire body. You won't need any props for this, but if you know you're a bit more inflexible, I'll recommend you grabbing some blocks. And when you're ready, just go ahead and meet me on the mat.
Get close to you. Get close to you. Get close to you. Get close to you.
Alright, so when you guys are ready, slowly start to make your way into a downward facing dog. When you're here, maybe you need to take a few paddle out in the legs, making sure that you're taking enough space on your mat, that your feet are hips distance, fingers are spread out wide, hands are really pressing down into the mat here. As always, wherever you are, if you need to modify and keep the knees bent and heels lifted to ensure that you're keeping proper alignment, kind of imagining that your armpits are looking at each other here. I'll invite you to close your eyes if you haven't already done so. Starting to bring your focus inward onto your breath. On your next inhalation, we're going to take some spinal waves here. So take a big inhale, draw your chin to your chest. Really rounding the back of the heart. Roll to high plank. When your shoulders are over your wrist, exhale. Drop the belly, lift the tail, lift the gaze. Bend the knees as much as you need. And let your hips glide you all the way back to your downward facing dog. Head is the last thing to come back down. Again. Inhale to roll forward and exhale. Dropping the belly, lift the gaze, lift the tail. Hips glide you back. Last one. Inhale. Roll forward and exhale. Drop the belly, let your hips glide you back. When you make it back, slowly let your right leg lift up, coming in a three-legged dog. Keeping your hips squared here. Next inhalation, left heel lifts off the mat, bringing your right thigh to your chest. Exhale, lower that foot in between your hands, and back knee comes down, hands come up, low lunge. When you're here, maybe you need some blocks. Hands would be by your side on your block so you're not here. You're staying here, wherever you are. On your next inhalation, shifting your hips back, straightening that front leg, setting up for half split here. On your next inhalation, straighten your back, belly button up and in. Exhale, try and let it melt. We're gonna flow between low lunge and half split. So on your inhale, curl your chin to your chest, shift your hips forward, setting up for low lunge, wherever you are here. Making sure you're breathing. Next inhalation, shift the hips back, hands come down or on your blocks. Exhale, try and melt forward. Hips are square. Last one, inhale. Chin draws into the chest, shifting the hips forward. Hands, arms come up. Last one, inhale. Shift the hips back, hands come down. setting up for your half split. Since it's the last one, we're gonna hold it. So exhale. Try and fold in wherever you are. Hold, keeping your spine straight and long. So if you need to have your hands on some blocks wherever you are. Focusing on your breath here. Next inhalation, shifting the hips forward, coming back into that low lunge. Arms come up and overhead. Next inhalation, tuck the back toes, lift up, high lunge. Exhale to settle. Inhale, cactus the arms, sway forward, planting the hands down, step your foot back, coming into high plank. When you're here, take a full breath. We're gonna take some scapular push-up here. It's a simple movement. You're just gonna lower and lift up like this. You can see that little movement in my shoulders. Trying to focus on your breath, keeping your core engaged. Inhale, lift up. Three more. Last one. On your next exhalation, lower down, forearm plank. When you're here, just hold it for a second. We're gonna do those scapular push-ups again, but in forearm plank. So when you're ready, lower and push. Follow your breath. It's a small movement, but definitely effective. Two more. Last one. Slowly walk your feet up, setting up for dolphin. When you're here, instead of having your hands to touch, making sure that your hands are parallel with your forearm. You can walk your feet a little back, a little bit more back. If they're closer, we're gonna, on your next inhale, try and press into your hands, lift up, downward facing dog. And when you're here, same thing. So inhale, try and come back down to dolphin. We're gonna do this a couple more times. So inhale up and settle. And lower down. Again, inhale up and down. Two more. And down. Last one. And down. Now bringing your hands together if you want. Walk your feet a little closer. Try and hold it here. We're gonna do those scapular push-ups again, but in dolphin. So when you're ready, lower down, push away. Follow your breath. Two more. Last one. All right, so when you're here, now making sure that your arms are not on your hair like me. So we're gonna, next inhalation, maybe you step back, looking forward, coming into your forearm plank. And on your next inhalation, simply walk it forward, walk it back to dolphin. Or you venture out and you bend the knees, hop into forearm plank, and try and hop your way back into dolphin. We're just gonna do two more like this. So hop back, hop, dolphin. One more, hop back, hop, dolphin. So last one, hop back to forearm plank, hold it here, lift it back up to high plank. When you're here, maybe your knees come down on the mat or not, shift the weight forward, lower down, chaturanga, upward facing to downward facing. When you're here, take a moment to reconnect with your breath. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So starting with our spinal waves. When you're ready, take a big inhale. Draw chin to chest, roll forward. One shoulder's over wrist, exhale. Drop the belly, lift the tail, lift the gaze. Let your hips glide you back. Again, inhale, roll forward, exhale. Drop the belly, hips glide you back. Head is the last thing to come down. Last one. Inhale, roll forward, exhale. Drop the belly, let your hips glide you back. When you come back, left leg, comes up towards the sky. Three-legged dog, keeping your hips squared. Next inhalation, right heel lifts off the mat, bringing that left thigh to your chest. Exhale, foot comes down, back knee comes down, arms come up, or on your blocks here, setting up for low lunge. Here, kind of imagining that your thighs are like scissors, so pressing against each other. On your next inhalation, shifting the hips back, front leg straighten, hands come down, or on your block, prepping for your half split. Exhale, let it fold. We're again gonna flow here. So inhale, drawing your chin to your chest. Hips come forward, low lunge, settle, and inhale. Hips come back, half split. Exhale, try and fold wherever you are. Inhale. Last one here. Low lunge. Arms come up. And exhale. Inhale. Shift. Hips are squared. Straight back. Exhale, let it melt. This time we're going to hold it here. Wherever you are, making sure your spine is straight and long. Belly button up and in. Next inhalation, plant the hands down, shift the hips forward, coming back to that low lunge. Arms come up and overhead. Take a big inhale, tuck the back toes, lift up, high lunge. Exhale to settle. Inhale, cactus the arms. Sway forward, plant the hands down, step it back for your high plank. Here, you know what's coming. Taking those scapular push-ups again, so lower down and push. Follow your breath. Keep that core engaged. Shoulders over wrists. A couple more here. 2 more. Next inhalation. Slowly lower down, forearm plank. When you're here, same thing. So scapular push-up. Lower down. Push up. Follow your breath. Keep that core engaged. Couple more. 2 more. Next inhalation. Walk the feet a little closer. Making sure this time that your hands are not touching, so that your hands are in line with your elbows. Not having your feet too close to your arms on this one. We're going to lift up into downward dog. So inhale, press down, coming into down dog, and back down. Trying to go a little faster. Inhale up and down. Again. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. 2 more. Last one. Now bringing your hands together. Walking your feet maybe a bit closer. We're going to take these scapular push-ups again. So again, down and up. Down, up, Focusing on your breath. Two more. Last one. Again, either step or hop form to dolphin. Back to form. Again, dolphin and form. Dolphin. Two more. Form. Dolphin. Last one. Form. Dolphin. And hop back form. Lift back. High plank. Again, maybe your knees come down or not. Shift the weight forward for chaturanga to upward and downward. Take a moment here to reconnect with your breath. On your next inhalation, lift both heels of the mat. Try and tiptoe your way to the top of the mat. When you're here, inhale, come into a straight back. Maybe your hands on your blocks. Maybe your feet are hips distance. Whatever feels most comfortable for you. Take a big inhale. Exhale. Try and fold forward. Into a fold. Maybe you're holding onto your elbows. Hands are on your blocks. Really focusing on shifting the weight forward here. Next inhalation, go ahead and rise up. Arms come up all the way up and overhead. Exhale, palms come together to heart. On your next inhalation, arms rise up again. Exhale, try and dive. Let it melt. Into a fold again, shifting the weight forward. Inhale, straight back. And on your exhale, lower down, bum down, try and sit up. Set yourself up for chair here. Try and sit your bum as low as you can. On your next exhalation, lower the bum all the way down onto the mat. Kind of setting up for both poses here, keeping your knees bent, your legs. When you're here, we're going to take some both pose to hovering crunches. So we're going to extend back. So when you're ready, take a big inhale, crunch, and exhale, hover, and in, and hover. Try and follow your breath. Inhale in, hover. Three more. Two more. Last one. Now going onto your right side, so your right butt cheek, extend your hands forward. Try and bend here onto your legs. You're gonna inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch to your side. So side both crunches. Extend. Follow your breath. Two more. Last one. And switch. So other side. Inhale, arms extend. And crunch in. Two more. Last one. Come back to center and slowly extend your legs forward, coming into a seated position. Legs are straight in front of you. When you're here, we're going to take a seated forward fold. Your next inhale, arms rise up and overhead. Exhale, leading with your heart. Letting your heart and chest melt. Maybe onto your thighs, focusing on belly button up and in. Heart is lifted. Keeping your spine straight and long, so wherever you are, even if you're here, focusing on your breath. On your next inhalation, slowly walk your fingertips back up. And on your next inhalation, planting the palm of the hands back down, we're going to take a little shoulder stretch here. So slowly start to walk your hands back and stop wherever you start. Whenever you start to feel a little bit of sensation, don't compare yourself to others. So wherever you are, slowly start to walk your hands back. Should feel a little stretch in your shoulders here. Focusing on your breath. On your next inhalation, slowly walk your hands back. Coming back into that seated position. And exhale, lay all the way onto your back. When you're here, we're going to do one last rep of crunches. So on your next inhalation, straighten your arms up in front of you and inhale, crunch up. So keeping your lower back on the mat, just some little crunches like this, following your breath. It's the last little workout, the last little push. Following your breath. Lifting with your heart here, keeping that connection with your lower back to the mat. Couple more. Five more. Two, last one, and slowly release all the way down. On your next inhale, bringing both thighs to your chest. Maybe you want to take some movements from side to side. On your next inhalation, bringing the bottom of the feet together here. You're going to take your climb bound angle. You can bring your palms of the hands to rest into the midst of your thighs. Simply focusing on your breath. On your next inhalation, lift both thighs up, bringing your thighs back into your chest. Take a big inhale, slowly simply grab onto the right thigh. Go ahead and straighten your right arm to the side, palm facing down. Take a big inhale, we're going to take a side twist. So leading towards the left side. So bringing your right leg towards the left side, looking up and over that right shoulder. Focusing on your breath here. Keeping both shoulder blades on the mat. So wherever you are, not lifting like this, keeping the shoulder blades on the mat. Next inhale, bring that thigh back to center and switch. So same thing with the other side. This time go ahead and straighten that left arm by your side. Taking a side twist, maybe cactus the arms if you don't have enough room, like me. Looking up and over that left side. Next inhalation. Go ahead and bring that thigh back to center. Exhale. Straighten. We're going to finish this practice by taking a few breaths in Shavasana. As always, I truly hope that you enjoyed this class. I know that it was a little fiery and probably a little bit challenging, but you did it, and I'm so proud of you. I'll see you on the next one. Namaste.